Good morning. Today is Thursday, April 30th, and we are going to start with our math lesson. So I'm going to pull up our sheet. There's only one today, so I'm going to have that right up here. All right, and there's a lot going on our worksheet today. So the first thing it says is draw dots to make 10. Finish the number bonds. Draw a line from the 5 group to the matching number bond. Well, that's a lot of things happening. So first, I want you to take a crayon, and I want it to be a colored crayon. It could be any color except black because we have the black dots, and I'm going to use red, but I want you to get a different colored crayon so you can see the types of dots we are adding. So in the first rectangle, we count there are 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. Well, we need to go all the way up to 10. So we have 4. So what number comes after 4? Good, 5. So we're going to add 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, I'm going to have you do that with all of the rectangles. So we're going to go to the next one. We see 1 black dot. We need to go all the way up to 10. So what comes after 1? 2. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Keep going. Let's see. We have to count in the next rectangle. How many black dots do we see? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black dots. We have to get it to 10. So what comes after 8? 9, 10. And then on the very last one, we have to count all the black dots again. So go to that last rectangle. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What number comes after 7? Good. 8, 9, 10. That's the first part. Now I want you to go back and get your pencils. So put your crayon down, go back and get your pencils. I'm going to use a blue pencil just for right now. And I want you to go back up here to the top rectangle. I want you to go to the top rectangle. I'm going to count those black dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 black dots. So right on top of the rectangle, I'm going to write the number 4. And then we added some more dots, didn't we? So we're going to need to put our plus sign to show that we added some dots because we had 4 dots, but we made the number bigger. How many red dots did we add? Well, I want you to go back and count them. So now count the red dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 plus 6 equals, how many dots do we have in the end? 10. Good. That's all we're going to do on there for now. I want you to go to the next rectangle right down there. And we're going to count how many black dots we had to start with. I count 1. 1 black dot. And once again, we added some dots. We didn't take away. We had 1 dot, but we made more. So you're going to go and you're going to count all of those red dots that we added. Let's count how many red dots do we have. We had 1 dot, but we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I count 9 red dots. So you're going to go ahead and write that 9. Equals, how many dots are all together? So now you count all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or you might have just known that if you have 9 and you add 1 more, that would be 10. Good. Go down to the next rectangle. We're doing all of these first. And we had a lot of black dots to start out with this one. So we're going to count how many black dots do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Counted 8 black dots. And we added how many red dots? Good. 2. 1, 2. 8 black dots plus 2 red dots. How many do we have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 equals 10 dots altogether. And so far we've been doing this right because we wanted to get 10 every time. We are adding all of our dots to get 10. Go to the bottom part. In the bottom part, we see that we had some black dots. Let's count our bottom rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had 7 black dots, and we added, remember we had 7, but we made the number bigger, so we added how many red dots? 1, 2, 3. And it equals, how many do we have all together? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So now we're going to look at the number bond side. And we're going to look and find the whole number. So before we even do any math, I want you to find the whole number. Remember, the whole number has the circle that's all by himself. So in the first one, I'll get my little highlighter here. In this first one right here, we can see the whole number, or the circle that's by himself, is there. See how this is by itself? And you have 2 little sticks coming out of it. So I'm going to have you label, get your pencil back out, and you're going to write that little tiny W to show it's the whole number. Now, if that's their whole big number, that means their other 2 are the parts. Part, part, whole. So you can put little tiny letter P's right next to it. And I want you to go down to the next one. So now we're looking right here. And I want you to find the circle that's all by himself. Can you find it? It's right here. See how he's by himself? And if that's our whole number, we have to label where the parts are. So go ahead and put the little tiny P right there. Next one. So go down to the next number bond right here. And I'm going to have you find that whole number again. Do you see it? Where's the circle that's all by itself? Yep, right here. And you can put the little tiny P's for our parts. And we have one more on the bottom, right here. Find where the circle by itself is. You find it. Put W and then 2 P's. Good. So we have everything labeled. Now, let's look at our first problem. So go back over to the domino side, or where you have your dots. Let's look at this first one right here. 4 plus 6 equals 10. We need to draw a line from our group to the matching number bond. So which number bond has a 4 and a 6 in it? Well, now we're gonna look over here. Does this have a 4 and a 6 in it? I don't think so. What about this one? Does this have a 4 and a 6 in it? Yes, it does. I see the 4 and the 6 as the parts. Now let's see if this works. If this is a 4 and a 6 in the parts, that means our whole number, we have a 4 and a 6, would have to be 10. Is 10 the biggest number? Yeah, I think that works. So go ahead and you can type with your pen. You can go ahead and put your 10 in here. And we're just going to draw one line from here to here. So this is telling us that the 4 and the 6 equal 10, and that shows it in our number bond over here with 4, 6, and 10. This is hard. That's why we're doing it together. Go to the next problem. I'm going to have you look right here. 1 plus 9 equals 10. So we need to look and we need to find a 1, a 9, and a 10. Could this have a 1, a 9, and a 10? Nope, I see a 7. We don't have a 7. The next one, we know that it can't be the next one because we already used that one. We see a 4 and a 6, so that won't work. Then we see a 9, a 10. Ooh, Ooh, a 9, a 10, and a blank. Well, let's see if this works. In our 1 plus 9 equals 10 equation, the 10 is the big number. Does this one have 10 as the big number, the whole number? Yes. And if 9 is one of the parts, that means the last part must be 1. I hope you said 1. Good. We're going to add that right on in. So, put 1 here. This is tricky. I know it's tricky. Just do your best. So we have a 9, a 1, and a 10, and we found that its match is over here. Let's double check it. So we have a 9, a 1, and a 10, and here we have a 9, a 1, and a 10. Looks good to me. Match it with that one big line. Go to the next problem. I see it. So this is our next rectangle, right here. 8 plus 2 equals 10. Well, let's look at the top. 8, 2, and 10. Do you see those numbers over here? No, I don't see those. And we know it can't be this one, but we'll look anyway. 4, 6, and 10? Nope, those are different numbers. What about 9, 1, and 10? Nope, those are different numbers as well. So it has to be 8, 2. Oh, there's our numbers. And what's our whole number, our big number? 10. Good. So you can draw, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and draw the 10 back in here. I like using the green one so that to connect our dots. Good. And the last one, 7, 3, and 10. So let's look up at the top. Oh, we see a 7 and 10. Well, is 10 our whole number? Is that the big number that you see? Yes, we have a 7. That means our next part must be 3. Let's check them out. 7, 3, 10. 7, 3, 10. I like it. You can connect him over here. And that is all you have to do on this. Now that was a lot, but that's why there's only one worksheet today. So I hope you could follow along. And if you have any questions, you can tell your parents, they can email me, but we'll be doing more of this as we go along. I will do more of this with you tomorrow. Bye.